Okay, so now when you're comfortable, let us start and take it the first moment by find a comfortable place to sit, ground your sit bones, elongate your spine, and you might want to bring the shoulders up to the ears and rolling them back. So now the chest is more open, the breath can flow more freely. And then we can also, one more time, checking within our body from the top to the bottom. And if you encounter any tension or tightness, you can always use your exhale and invite all tight areas to soften, to release, and to let go. Now, having arrived in the body, also allowing now the mind to come to rest in the moment. Let go of all thoughts, worries, distractions, and allow yourself, give yourself the luxury to be fully present, to be fully here right now. Nothing to solve, no plans to make, no need to think about any past memories. Just be here right now. Also knowing that it is the best what you could do with your time. Sitting down, trying to meditate, doing this amazing practice for, of course, developing your own more inner peaceful world, but bring that automatically to each and everyone you encounter today. So you can also here set a motivation from the beginning, making this practice an act of loving kindness towards the world, sitting down and trying our best in meditation. How marvelous that is. Doing that for each and every sentient being this morning. Just let your heart fill with this amazing thought. And then now with this motivation in our hearts, now we can slowly start practice calm abiding shamatha, single pointedness, to just training ourselves to be with the breath. So just now become aware of sensations of the breath wherever you're noticing them within your body. And you are fully aware when you are breathing in and when you are breathing out. And everything else is just fading in the back. You're single pointedly with your breath, moment by moment. Every breath out, we can let go of thoughts that might have a rhythm. Every breath in, center yourself back in the present moment. Just be with the breath for another 3 minutes here, just aware. Now we can slowly let go of the breath. And we begin now with our analytical meditation about equanimity. And here it's very important that equanimity is really the base of a Mahayana practitioner. See that every sentient being is the same and has the same and has the same importance. It's a little bit like an artist, before he starts painting, also primes the canvas, right? So that it's equally receptive to all colors. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this meditation now for the mind. We want now to prime the mind so that we come closer and closer to equalize our feeling and our respect for each and everyone. So we become more happier and more beneficial human being for everyone around us. And of course, for ourselves. In this meditation now, we're going to work with a few visualizations. And here, just try your best. And if visualizations are not so easy, just try to the best of your ability to focus, to follow my words. Okay. So now we're going to start by imagining there are 3 spots for people in front of you. And we are going to now fill them in from the left to the right. Now on the left side, picture a friend. And this can be someone who really benefits you. Someone you have warm feelings towards and who you really helps you and who you want to help. Someone that if you hear this person's voice, it fills your heart with affection and love. So now picture this person on your left side. And allow your natural feeling towards your friend to fully fill you. You may notice how you naturally want them to be happy, how much they make you happy. And you may even notice how you have a strong and clear belief that he or she is my friend, almost as if it has been so, always. Okay, and now we're gonna move out on towards the middle. Now in the middle, I want you to picture something like an enemy. What is an enemy? Enemy is someone who is unkind to you, who hurts you, who makes you angry, who doesn't give you what you want. And you might even do not have an actual enemy in your life. Then maybe choose someone from the greater world, someone who really harms or is corrupt other people or harming planet or other people or animals. And then try to materialize this enemy as a person in the center, in front of you. Yeah, and also try not to start off with the heaviest enemy ever. Take something easy to start with, and then it's more often we engage in the practice, as more easier it will come. And once you have chosen them, take a moment also to examine a little bit like your disliked person, enemy, the person who hurts you or who hurts others, who makes you angry. And for a moment, allow your feelings towards this person to arise and try to feel just that feeling, but without judgment. And then we move on to the next spot, free spot on our right side. Here now materialize a stranger. And here maybe someone you just passed on the street today where you bought your coffee from, or you saw in the car beside you, or in the city, on the path. And just try to materialize them on the right side to the best of your ability. Allow them to be there just for this meditation. Person who you do not know very well, you do not care really much. And now see how, if you start materializing this person on your right side, the stranger, how feelings of indifference may arise, that you hardly noticing them, and that you do not care much about that person since they don't benefit you and they don't harm you. They are of less importance for your life. Now we have sitting on the left side, our dear one in the center, the difficult person, and on the right, the stranger. Now, when we analyze our feelings for these three people, I guess we all can see that they are based on what each of them does or does not do for us. And for most of us, we see each of these people as fixed. There is no sense that they'll ever will change from being a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. Isn't it? But are these relationships as stable as they seem to be? Now we're gonna analyze this a little bit further. Let's start with our friend. So now we're coming back to the person on the left, your dear one, your loved one, your friend. Now ask yourself, have you ever had a friendship that ended? Maybe just with a few words. So now can you imagine just one sentences that your friend could say to make you think of him or her as an enemy? Something like, I hate you, or if they criticize you, or they maybe do something you completely dislike. And if they want to, they know exactly how to hurt you the most, isn't it? So for a moment now, just imagine that this is happening with a friend on your left side before you. How would your feelings change towards them? And if this continued to happen, this change of feeling, would they gradually then shift from the category of a friend to a category of an enemy? Okay, then let's experiment here a little bit further. Can enemies change? Now bring your focus to the enemy or the disliked person in your center. Have you ever had an enemy that turned into a friend? Do you remember how it happened? Was it something that this person said or did? Maybe giving you a gift or apologize? Something small. And did you become united through that? Or maybe you experienced a tough situation together with your enemy. And then together you were serving some greater common purpose in the end. Now here for your current enemy, now imagine that some common interest brings you together. Maybe you are neighbors when there is an earthquake and you would have to work together as friends to protect each other. Now try imagining your enemy saying just a good word to you. Would your heart soften? I mean, just imagine now that this actually happening right now. That you and your enemy, or because of any outer circumstance, now you have to help each other, work together like friends to protect each other. So, and how is this going to change your feeling? Even the person you despise the most in the world. Okay, and then we're going further and working with the stranger on your right. So now bring back the stranger on your right side. Imagine them in front of you. And now imagine one act of kindness from. Maybe if this person was a barista, just imagine now that this person who's a barista in Starbucks and it's giving you right now your almond cafe latte for free. And all of a sudden, you would look at their name tag and remember their name and start telling the people you meet that day, oh, I have a friend at Starbucks, isn't it? Or imagine maybe the opposite, like you order your drink and this person just one dirty look, and the person would become your enemy. You might even would boycott the whole shop or the whole brand and promise to never go there. So I think that's a very interesting thing to think about. And then one thing much more about the strange, we call how everyone we know today, really everyone, were once strangers to us. We call your friends your enemies. They all have been strangers first. Try to really imagine how you felt about them, what it was like to look at their face, the one you treasured or the one you despised, when you felt nothing toward them. Then that was the time before they became your friend or enemy. And now after this mental exercise, can you see how fragile and how changeable relationships are? And also this isn't a bad thing and also not a good thing. It's simply a true thing. Think just a moment now how it's nature of reality for relationships to change. And only our mind keeps this idea of an unchanging friend, enemy, and strangers. And this biased notion causes us so much pain and suffering because it's simply not aligned with reality. Because no one is a solid friend, a solid enemy, or a solid stranger. These relationships are always changing. Now, we're going even one step further, and now we're trying to step out of a self-centered view. Now consider the two people on the right side, stranger, your enemy. And they each have people also who love them more than anyone else. Also the stranger, your enemy, they have a mother, a father, maybe a partner who is devoted to them. They may even have children who look up on them and who rely on them for their survival. And also your friends, your dear one, has enemies. People who specifically dislike them, maybe their ex-lovers or competitive colleagues, vulgar enemies, right? Just as each of us has those, we all have friends, enemies, and strangers. Now we can even investigate on how the friend, enemy, and stranger see themselves. And here that's also very important. Can you realize that even your friend, your enemy, your stranger, they are just like you. They just want to be happy as much as you do. And they do not want to suffer as much as you do not want to suffer. And in this way, we are all equal. We all have the potential to fill our minds with love and kindness. And this biased judgment we set on people as superficial and based only on our narrow self-centered viewpoint. but here we can clearly see that everyone deserves our love and compassion, as we are exactly the same. And before we fully get there, I guess, I hope this technique of equalizing of feeling and acknowledging our shared rights, needs, pains, and joys creates a more peaceful state of mind and a more powerful way to effectively engaging in the world around us. So now just sit here for another 2-3 minutes and take whatever insight reflects on the meditation and make your understanding into an insight. And then we can here let go and just allowing ourselves to come to rest with the breath. A few more moments here, just noticing how the breath is moving your body, the belly, the chest. Arriving back in our physical experience and letting go of any remaining visualizations. And then we can bring the session towards an end. First of all, mentally clap on your shoulders. You did a great job. Feel happy about your effort you put into this practice this morning. Also rejoice for everyone here in this chat. For everyone who will listen to this recording. And then we can dedicating out all the positivity to the world around us. May each and every sentient being be benefactors of this practice, and may we be able to remind ourselves of what we just went through on the cushion when we encounter people in our day to day, right? Trying not to see the world around us through the eyes of friends, enemies, and strangers, but much more through the eyes of really true love, understanding, compassion, and equanimity. And I found this very beautiful quote about equanimity, which I would love to share by Thich Nhat Hanh. True love does not choose one person. When true love is there, you shine like a lamp. You don't just shine on one person in the room. The light that you emit is for everyone in the room. If you really have love in you, everyone around you will benefit. not only humans, also animals, plants, minerals. Love, true love is that. True love is equanimity to each and everyone by Thich Nhat Hanh. In that way, thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. I wish we can all take these little thoughts into our day today and making our day today more brighter, more lighter for the world around us. Thank you so much. And I will be here another 2-3 minutes. If you have any question, you're most welcome. Thank you.